Hello, guys, and welcome to Odds on Ligue and Matchday 16th after the World Cup. Unfortunately, for the French football, for Ligue 1, France didn't bring home the third World Cup, Alain, but we are back to analyze this new Matchday. How are you, Alain Valnegri?
Hello, Edu. Yes, very well, and happy to the Ligue 1 is back. We have a lot of doubts. It's probably the hardest journey we will be for make the tip, and but we are here and we will be trying.
Indeed, it's very tricky after 1 month break. Is almost starting over, and with so many French teams with players in the World Cup for France, for the African teams. So let's analyze this new match day. Remember, always leave your comments, tell us your tips, press the like and subscribe. And let's start with the games we have on Wednesday, the 28th. Ajaccio Angers is our first game. Both teams in trouble, both teams in relegation spots. Angers, last one, they were coming from a defeat against Lille, 7 defeats in a row. So Alain in really bad form. And Ajaccio, they were slightly better in the last games with a draw against Nantes, beating Strasbourg. So we left Ajaccio better than Angers.
Yes, Ajaccio with Belaïli signing, they improve the relationship with the goal, because the defensive phase is really strong. The last season in Ligue 2, he was the best skills about the team defend the goal. Now, at the beginning, they miss goal until they're signing Belaïli, and Belaïli give a lot of quality in the last 30 meters, and we saw that in the results. In change, Angers will be play without Unai and Boufal. Angers had more players in semi-final than Manchester City. It's a crazy, it's crazy, yeah. But yes, without this player, with this player, they have a lot of difficulty. Without this player, it can be hard. And the style of play of Ajaccio disturb a lot Angers. I choose Ajaccio winning. The odds are really interesting, 1.91.
Playing for Morocco, no? I guess, of course.
Yes.
Angers players. Next game, Troyes, Nantes, two teams out of the relegation spots, but very close. Only 1 point away from relegation. Actually, the standings are very narrow in Ligue 1. Troyes, they were coming from a defeat against Brest. Actually, really bad form as well. 7 winless games and dropping spots in the table, whereas Nantes also 4 winless games, 3 draws, 1 defeat. We were waiting for Nantes to wake up at one point in this Ligue 1, Alain.
But probably Nantes is one of the team can have more profit about the World Cup, because they don't have a lot of players went to the World Cup, and I think 𝐿𝐭𝐤𝐬 can give back the base about the last season of Nantes, where they'll be able to win the French Cup. In the last weeks before the World Cup, not improve, not took the risk about the double game in a week in Europe and in Ligue 1. Now Troyes is one of the most difficult team to make tips, because there is a team able to score against every team. Is a team able to winning against the second in the table, but is a team able to lose against the bottom team in the Ligue 1. For that game, I choose both teams to score. The frequency about 3 games in both teams to score is high. We can try that. Odds 1.67.
Indeed, is the highest in Ligue 1. 13 out of 15 games of Troyes ended in both teams to score. So Good odds for that one. Next game, Auxerre, Monaco. Monaco out of the European spots. They are 6th in the standings. They lost against Olympique Marseille in the last game, conceding 2 goals at the end of the game because they were leading 2-1. And this is a tricky game for Monaco because they are going to Auxerre. It's true that they are in relegation spots, but when they
Auxerre, when they changed the manager, we saw an improvement, especially in the phase without the ball. Pellissier is a magician to save the category with his team. We saw that in Amiens, we saw that in Lorient, and Sainz is signaling in Auxerre. We saw a team more comfortable without the ball. That month, I think, give to Pellissier to introduce his idea, working hard to have that model of play, and it will be until the end of the season. Auxerre will be uncomfortable team. At the beginning, it was a really academic team with a really offensive idea of football, but in Ligue 1, it's hard to win and to can offer that type of game. Now Monaco is I am a little disappointed with the season of Monaco because the potential is highest than his classification. We saw that in the Champions League playoff against PSV. We saw that in Europa League with some games where the team was not here, and is dangerous game. I choose a surprise for that game. Auxerre double opportunity, odds 2.07.
Okay, Auxerre to grab points against Monaco, also a bit disappointing. I think the season so far for Lille. They have another tricky game against Clermont, but Clermont, they were also in poor form before the break, 5 winless games, and I say poor for Lille because with Fonseca the hopes were high. They are not very reliable when they are traveling this season, and without European competitions, I guess we should expect Lille to finish at least in European spots in this Ligue 1.
Yes, Lille is one of the team changed more during the summer. His model of play with the signing of Fonseca, the team changed scheme. Is a different team between the last 3 seasons. Now Clermont is one of the team be able to adapt his model of play to have that skills of competitivity in the Ligue 1. Yesterday, remember Edu, it was a team really funny, really offensive. During the summer, they're signing players to play another football, to change the register about the game, and the results are really good. In the first part of the season. Both teams, if we check the stats, the frequency about the over 1.75 is really high, and I choose the security for that game. Over 1.75, odds 1.30.
All right, the goals. Actually, I'm checking the stats we have in Oddspedia. Alain, 10 out of 15 games for Lille ended over 2.5 goals, and that's really a lot, to be honest.
Yeah. It's really high.
It's really high. The teams with more actually is Angers, Lorient, and Troyes. 11 out of the 15 games ended over 2.5 goals. So next game is Brest-Lyon, also another disappointing team. I think Olympique Lyon, they were coming from a draw against Nice, a defeat against Marseille. They have a new manager, remember, Laurent Blanc, or is not that new anymore, but Blanc, he took over. And the problem always with Lyon, Alain, is when they are traveling, only 1 victory this season playing away.
Yeah. Yes, it's a problem, but Blanc was able to correct that with the victory in Montpellier. before the World Cup. He showed some limit in the game against the biggest team in the Ligue 1 yet. But I'm really curious to discover if Lyon during these months work well and can be conserve his status and be back to the highest place in the Ligue 1, in highest position in the Ligue 1, because the team are built to play in Europe, and now they can't hide more because they had his months of preparation. Laurent Blanc worked with the team. The results during the friendship game are not really well, but their play against Brest. Brest is one of the worst team in the Ligue 1. They change the manager. They have some player in the World Cup, and like Dari can be played that game against Lyon. I think it's the good moment for Lyon, and it is a very good opportunity to start well in the second part of the season. And I choose Lyon winning in Brest, odds 1.93.
All right, and on Wednesday we also have PSG Strasbourg. Strasbourg, one of the worst teams in this Ligue 1, risking relegation, penultimate in the standings, and I'm curious to see Alain, PSG back, and especially the trio, no? After seeing Messi and Mbappe in the final, after seeing Neymar with the ankle injury, let's see if there is some hangover in the stars of PSG after the World Cup.
Yes, especially in attack, it will be a really young team. Will be play against Strasbourg. Is a good opportunity to 𝐬𝐿𝐴 is a good opportunity to Sanabria too. Now we will be see the defense. My question is the defense, because Marquinhos doesn't will play. Kimpembe are back, but how he will be back after his injury? Strasbourg are really comfortable against the team have possession of the ball. Strasbourg in transition, offensive transition, is a team with quality, with a lot of argument. Now PSG will be dominate the game. I saw both teams score in this game. The odds 1.81.
Okay, by the way, of course, top scorers of the Ligue 1, still the PSG players, Mbappe first with 12 goals, then Neymar with 11. Next games already on Thursday, Lorient, Montpellier, and actually the third top scorer of the competition is Terem Moffi from Lorient, the biggest surprise of the season, or one of the biggest surprise. Lorient, they are fifth in the standings. They were going down before the break, 5 winless games. The last one was a draw against Strasbourg, and Montpellier, Alain, usually is a funny game, a funny team to watch. Also, they were in a bad moment of form, 7 winless games for them.
Yes, Montpellier have a big limit when they played away. I think they won only in Brest, if my memory is not old. And when they start to lose at home, Montpellier was back in the fighting against relegation. Montpellier is a really young team. It's a really young team, and it's difficult to manage the youngest team when they start to lose. And I am curious to discover if that can change that row, because it's dangerous. This season, 4 teams go to the Ligue 2, and Montpellier are in this group to fighting. I think their miss experience now with the youngest team, when your team start to winning, they can surf about that mood. Against Lorient, I saw difficult to see Montpellier winning in Lorient. Lorient is a team play like like a robot machine, because the concepts are really clear. The team, in my opinion, after 5 weeks, it was a surprise, but after 15 weeks, it's not a surprise. It's a reality. And I think that one, Lorient known this game is really important to restart well and feel the feeling they had in the first 15 journey, and is a direct game, because Lorient, the ambition, the goal about the season is save the category, and is a direct team, and is a good opportunity to increase the difference of the point. Odds are really interesting. I think we have more difference between both teams. I choose Lorient winning, odds 1.95.
All right, the next game, Rennes, and we left these two teams in a really good form. Actually, Reims, they changed the manager, and since then they are getting good results. The last one was a draw against Montpellier, but before that, 2 victories playing at home, and Rennes in Champions League spots, Alain, and they won 6 out of the last 7 games in Ligue.
Yes, Rennes is one of the best team about the first part of the season. Rennes we miss something about the character, not in the technical, tactical, in the player, in the individual analysis. Is a really strong team. Maybe they lose some defender, center defender, center back, but 𝐬𝐴Z𝐧𝐽 was really able to change the mood about the difficult beginning of the season. We saw a very good team in Europe, and a very good team in the last 10 journey in Ligue. They suffered the first 5 journey. Now Reims have more play than the point, because Reims is a team really well worked. The substitution about the manager are not for the results, is a private reason for a drama who was leave Oscar Garcia, and their concern is idea about this football. I think Rennes must to send a message to the Ligue, and there must to win in a stadium difficult to win. The odds are interesting, is really high, and I think we can try. Rennes winning Sunday, the 28th, Rennes winning, odds 2.27.
And the best game, in my opinion, of this match day is the next one, Nice Lens, with Lens, the best teams in one of the best teams in this league, and second in the standings, in really good form, 5 consecutive victories since they lost the derby against Lille, also winning the friendly games in winter. And Nice, Alain, one of these teams that they've been very poor in the first part of the season. They are 9th in the standings, and they have to improve, of course, in the second part of the season.
Yes, the potential of Nice is really interesting, but they have some internal problem with the manager. The Favre speak with the media. He's frequently upset. He said the goal is the Champions League, but this season, after 15 journey, we can saw needs not in Champions, in European place. I think we have 7-8 team up to Nice in this moment. Maybe the months of the World Cup can be offered to Lucien Favre to change some things. The last game they lose 3-0 against Atalanta. Is not a very good news. In change, Lens I think is one of the team who can have the more benefits to the World Cup. Lens is a team play a football really intense, and there need a physical condition always in the top, because when they lose that, they lose his mood, his model of play, and he's convert the team in a normal team. At this moment, I think is a team we will be show a lot of goals, and I choose the over 2.75 odds 2.42.
And the last game is Marseille-Toulouse. We left Marseille fourth in the standings, out of the Champions League, but since they are out of the Champions League, they beat Monaco, they beat Lyon in Ligue 1, and now they are facing Toulouse. 3 consecutive defeats before the break for Toulouse, probably another team that overperformed in the first weeks of the tournament, and they will struggle. I guess it's normal to see Toulouse in this middle part of the standings.
Yes, but in Toulouse, they are working really well. The idea is clear. The scouting is really good because they're working a lot with the data, and their discover player can be give that quality to the team, and the idea of model of play is really clear. They doesn't play with a lot of pressure because they start really well, and in Toulouse there is a lot of time. We don't saw that number of fans in the stadium. They live really well. Now Olympique de Marseille have a really good reaction after the Champions League with that victory in Monaco. From the beginning of the season, when Olympique Marseille winning in Ligue 1, they're losing champions, and when they start to winning in the champions, they start to lose in Ligue 1. I think Marseille, the team is a good team. Is good team. I think the model of play is clear. Is a team play with always a rhythm really high. Now we will be so without Guendouzi and Verretou in the middle, in the midfield. That one can be make the difference, and can be a limit, in my opinion, especially in the phase of out of possession. Now Marseille have offensive powder. It's true, Harit is injured, but they have Payet. When he played, he show he has again a lot of quality to manage the offensive phase of Olympique de Marseille. I choose both teams to score for that game. Odds 1.80.
All right, this is it. We've analyzed the 10 games we have for match day 16 in Ligue 1. Alain, which one is your favorite bet?
My favorite bet is Nice-Lens over 1.75 goals, odds 1.43.
All right, and your ACCA?
ACCA 3 Nantes, both teams to score. Clermont Lille over 1.75 goals. Lorient Montpellier 1. Nice Lens over 2.75 for a total 10.24.
Ambitious. Let's try to win some money so we can spend in New Year's Eve. The Ligue 1 actually is back for New Year's Day. So, Alain, see you very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you enjoy the video, support us. Just press the like and subscribe. Bye-bye.
Ciao.